roll around in the ditch if you wanted to.
I have no desire to do that. Have you seen my shoes? They're too cute for that. But you could also go get a daylily, but it would not be like this. What we're about to show you is brand new today, and I know I sound like a broken record, but these are going to be our only quantities of the season, so if you want them, don't wait. 6 pieces for 2 easy payments of $18.35. So what you're getting, non-stop color, and you tell me if you don't mind, why are these so different? Why would I bet these over the daylilies that are in abundance at that nursery down the street?
Well, again, pardon me. We went to the breeders. I talked to the daylily breeders, not genetically modified, but just generally old-fashioned breeding.
Do you want to get, we'll get you a glass of water.
I'm gonna have to get some water.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, I'll tell you things I can tell you. M48966.
Thank you.
And take a look at what you're getting. So they're gonna ship as shown, free shipping and handling, brand new today, and you're gonna get 2 each of that Baby Moon Cafe, the Pardon Me, and Always Afternoon. There's the Baby Moon Cafe. That is a work of art. We're gonna show you the Pardon Me.
I can speak again. My voice has been restored from the Baby Moon Cafe. And there's Pardon Me, and I should have said Pardon Me, but I was coughing too much. But just a gorgeous color, magenta red with a yellow throat on that one, only 18 inches tall, and Always Afternoon, always 5 o'clock somewhere, 22 inches tall, and this is a bright lavender with a purple eye zone and that lemon pie eye. And since I wasn't able to speak earlier, I'll talk about the Baby Moon Cafe, which is a beautiful buttercream with a purple eye. These are easy, non-stop color daylilies. You can plant them separately. And there is that beautiful Baby Moon Cafe, spectacular. But again, we didn't pick these out of a catalog. I went to the daylily breeder.
Oh, so this is where you went.
It looks like fields of tulips in Holland, but these are daylilies in Michigan. Look at this.
Wow.
Crazy, crazy beautiful, and all the different colors. We went early season, mid-season, late season, and you know what I did? I walked out into the field, and the daylily breeder there, he said, I see you looking at the beautiful flowers. Let me show you how to really look at a daylily.
Okay.
He said, you look at the blooms, of course, then you look to see, is the stem branched? By the way, a bloom stalk is called a scape, S-C-A-P-E. If it's branched and has blooms on it, that means it's got, instead of one stem, it's got this many, like five spikes coming up from one stem. And he said, that's what you look for. Then later in the season, you come back and see, did it send up more stalks, which means it's going to bloom again. I looked at that. That's what these did. These are dwarf, but full-size blooms.
Oh, that's cool.
Really, and the easiest perennial that we offer.
So how easy is it?
Well, let me just put it this way. If you plant it in contaminated soil or where there's been salt inundation, if you're in a coastal area, if it's in a boggy area, if it's a little bit too dry there, these will prosper. It's the #1 problem-solving perennial that we have that blooms.
Now, are these going to also kind of spread over the seasons like other daylilies?
They form a clump, a big clump. In other words, it's not anything
that you can separate them.
Yes, and you can separate them easily. This was the first plant I learned how to divide from my grandmother, and I was wild about hers, but she didn't have rebloomers. And she didn't have the dwarf ones that had the big flowers. I like the fact that these are shorter, but with the big flowers, and it's all about the collection. You can see all of this going on. Her daylilies were beautiful when they bloomed, but by August, all of these leaves were turning yellow.
And these will stay till fall,
and the stalks were brown, but because it's sending up, because it's sending up new stalks all the time, it's also, Sandra, sending up new leaves all the time. So it's refreshing itself.
So these are going to bloom from spring, early summer, all the way to fall.
All the way to fall, years and years to come. This is a gorgeous representation of what you'll have years and years to come. This is the longest lived perennial that we offer. In fact, down in Mississippi, I can drive through and I'll see a bed of daylilies in a field. And sometimes just the chimney of the house will be left to let me know that a gardener once lived in a house that was once there. The daylilies lasted longer than the house, which is really spectacular. But we chose these for the color balance. It's a great, gorgeous collection. These all have the beautiful eye zones. They look more like orchids than daylilies.
Absolutely gorgeous. And they are brand new today. Only quantities of the season now available, so get those now. Philip, we have saved perhaps the best for last, and we've shown you a lot of beautiful things. You ready for this? Already 1,000 have been ordered, brand new this season. Something like 12,000 have already been reserved, meaning we'll ship them out when it's time for you to plant them. Okay, so brand new, people are absolutely going